Hi, my name is Annette, and what you will find out from Effortless Parenting will change your parenting forever because we all deserve calmer homes. Today I would like to talk to the parents who feel completely exhausted at the moment. So I've been observing that the last 2 years really took a toll on parents who were hanging in there and keeping it all going, and at the moment are just completely depleted and near burnout. And I can really relate to this because a few years ago I had so much on my plate. I was just constantly getting migraines and headaches, and I believe that everything is psychosomatic, and for me those headaches stood for way too much pressure and me taking on too much. And I'm a firm believer that everything has a root cause, and we need to tackle the root cause rather than try to fix the symptoms. And for me, the way to do this for parents is to find calmer ways of parenting, and the method that I discovered really helps parents look at new ways and move away from the old ways of parenting. And somebody on my course during the week said everybody should really do a parenting course, because these days we need a license for everything. Here in Ireland, you used to even needed to go for like a 1 or 2 day workshop before you got married, which a lot of people believe is a good idea. So I don't see it so much as a license anymore. I just think that what we are currently doing in the traditional way of parenting, which I call the reward and punishment parenting, is very firm only, and it really stands for the patriarchal way of doing things. And I was talking to a friend during the week, and I'm all about how can we combine the new ways of maybe combining the patriarchy with matriarchy, or in other words, how can we be gentle and firm at the same time. Kind is another word as well. And what I was talking about this week with my group of parents was how to have the courage to be imperfect, which is one of the main principles in this Adlerian approach of parenting. And when I prepared for the course, I asked myself, how are we really joyful and full of fun as children, and then when we get older it seems harder to have fun, and having fun being my New Year's resolution as well. And when I look at my own upbringing, I think it's to do with being criticized a lot, or even humiliated at times when you're a child, when you're making mistakes. And what you learn in this parenting course, or relearn, because I believe we all know this deep inside, is how to take a totally different approach to making mistakes, and to not come at it from a very blaming and shaming point of view, but being more questioning about it. For example, when a mistake is made, we could ask ourselves, what do I learn from this, and what will I do differently next time? And as it happens, I've got a perfect example because this is our family life, and things happen, and things are not perfect. So overnight in our fridge, a juice bottle wasn't closed properly, and it's kind of lying down on a bottle rack sideways, and so it leaked, and juice got everywhere. So when I'm finished here, I'm going to be going home and cleaning the fridge, and what the course suggests is, rather than going around and finding someone to blame for it and maybe taking our anger out on them, is to see that it's just a perfect opportunity for some skill building. And so what I did is I took out the bottle that had leaked, and I by the way don't know who didn't close the bottle. It certainly has happened to me before, and I just showed it to my children and I said, when the cap is on kind of halfway or sideways, that then it leaks. And there was no blame and no shame, and one of my children said, well, look, if it was me, I'm sorry that you need to clean up this mess. And we just move on, and there's no punishment or there's no humiliating anybody. And that's what I learned from the book. So Rudolf Dreikurs, who wrote The Children the Challenge, he says in his book that when we make a mistake, it is simply a lack of skill and in no way affects the value of a person. And I think it's one of the toughest topics as a parent to own up to, even when we make mistakes, or to even, what I'm observing is to change our inner voice of that self-critic and not be so harsh on ourselves. And we do a lot of work on that in the course. And if you would love to change your way to more gentler ways and create calmer homes, I have the link to my next course down in the description below. And my next 8-week course starts on the 14th of March. It's a Monday, and it would be great to have you. Thank you.